Hello. So today I want to talk to you about UltraEnveloper, which is a new device that's available on my Gumroad. So basically you have 5 different envelopes that you can map to 4 different parameters each. You can also select if you want an envelope or if you want an LFO. Basically, an LFO is just going to loop whatever this shape is over and over until you let go of the key. So say you set it to something like this, 2 points. You see how it's looping that until I let go of the key, and then when I press a new key, it generates a new random envelope. Okay, cool. So let's switch it to LFO for now. Let's put, I don't know, 5 points. And here I have some stuff to make like a bass sound. And then, okay, so let's map all of these to these parameters really quick here. Number 2 to threshold, number 3 to gain, number 4 to frequency. Okay, so now you'll notice when I press a key, they're all doing the same thing, right? Which is cool. Sometimes that's what you want, right? But sometimes that's not what you want. So here you can change the range. So for example, say I only want OSC-B level to go from 0 to 50, right? So that's a possibility. You can also invert the range here just by doing it like this. So, let's invert it completely. Cool. So that's kind of a cool sound. But say I want a little bit more control over that, I can open up this mapping graph here. So this is for each of the mappings, and it controls, so you have your input amount mapped to your output amount. So if I wanted to invert the range, I could go like this. Right? Or say I wanted to invert it and limit it to 0.75 to 0.25 or something like that, I could do this. Or say I wanted to make it so that like it starts at 0.5 and goes all the way up to 1, you can do that. But the reason that I really like this is if you just slop some random points in there, you get this sort of like this effect where they're all related but still random. Sorry, I think that might have been a bit cut off at one point. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so then you get these envelopes that are all related but they're a little bit random. So now watch these parameters. So now with one random envelope, I can control all of these things. So that's a cool way of doing it. We can also make it so it's an LFO. Let's make it kind of a shorter time and try that. Or maybe less points. So that's how the envelope mode works. You can also make it so, say we're in either of these modes, if we want to generate the points but on a particular grid. So let's generate the points only on the 16th note grid. And then let's make a bunch of points. So all of these will be lined up with 16th notes, and it'll also snap the envelope time to a multiple of 16th notes. Cool. We can also map all of envelope 2 to anything else, envelope 3, envelope 4, envelope 5. So that's basically it. It's like super simple, really straightforward. For those of you who have used the old random envelope, yes, it does save your mappings now. What else? If you have a version where this text doesn't show up, just go back to Gumroad and download the new version. I fixed that yesterday. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Just a simple device that lets you do a lot of really cool stuff. Actually, I'll show quickly. One of my favorite tricks for using this is for generating random sounds. So say I just wanted a bunch of iterations of this bass sound. What I could do would be set up this to take input from the instrument rack on number 1, make myself a little 1-bar MIDI clip. Let's pick a random note here. I don't know if this is going to be too low or what, but okay, that seems fine. Sure. Or let's do F instead of F sharp. And then, oh shit, this is a MIDI channel, my bad. We're going to take an audio channel, record, and then we just hit record. And then we can just walk away, and it's just going to record stuff for us. So it's just going to keep generating random sounds. Random variations on that. And if that's not interesting enough to you, what you can do is also load in, for example, so you have the simpler, and you have some random song, and you set it to slice mode, gate, through, and then you could put a MIDI effect to get random notes here. Let's say just like that. I'm going to move this up to C1. And then we can map these parameters to different things. So for example, let's map this one to the frequency. Let's map this one to the resonance. We'll change this to a bandpass filter. Let's map this one to the transpose. Make sure this is in grain mode so we get some cool grainy stuff. Let's throw OTT on there. Let's also throw in a delay, and we'll do, we'll play with the delay time. Delay time, let's turn the feedback all the way up, and we'll play with the filter frequency. And let's play with the width as well, why not? And let's play with the dry wet, actually. Let's do it all. Let's do it all, oh yeah. Let's do it all. Okay, and then the next thing that we can do is, oh yeah, we should want to change this mapping graph. So let's just put some random points in there. Oops, that looks a little bit too much like the first one. And okay, that's fine. Okay, so now, let's take the input from this one and let's try it out. Oh, let's put drum bus at the end of that because everybody loves drum bus. Okay. That's maybe a little bit too long, but we can do something like this. And then maybe, for example, we want the gate here. So just gonna do this really quickly. Something like that should be fine. Side chain from Glork base. Okay. All right, that kind of sucks. Yeah, this is really quiet. Yeah, so we can make some stuff like that. I'll do that sometimes. I usually do it with longer sounds. So I do something like this. Times two, times two. So then we have like a 4-bar sound. Let's see. I don't know, something like that. Okay, cool. So have fun. Enjoy the UltraEnveloper and wash your hands.